Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today, we are going to read some Microchip, and we'll see how much time we have. Chapter 8, When Hackers Program. Next, the team went to the place called Hackers Canyon. As you might suspect, it had hackers. The place was full of them. The canyon was all corrupted, and it was carved by a river known as the Lag River. They were minding their own business when suddenly a robot with a hacker mask teleported up to them. Quantum asked, "What's your name?" And the hacker said, "I will go by the name Cyril, but my real name is Eris Loris." Sire said with an ominous look on his face. Septo was a bit panicky, too. But he had heard of this specific hacker and was playing the game when he corrupted Among Us, so everything was black. Septo was worried about what Sire could do. "And don't bother trying to do anything against me," said Sire. He could hack and do all sorts of things. Walk through walls, teleport. Heck, he could even delete the cannon if he wanted to. It was technically a hologram after all, so whenever someone was standing on top of it, he could shut it down and make everybody fall into an infinite darkness. So, soon after that, the three bots had a meeting about whether to stay in this place and do something about it or leave. It was pretty one-sided, and they decided to find out more about the place. They found the central control room, which looked a lot like a visitor center, and found lots of buttons on a control panel. They soon realized that normalizing this place was not going to be easy. Rover pushed a random button, and somehow all the hackers teleported away, and the canyon was normal once more, even though it was still a hologram, although this time it couldn't be shut down. Rover got a treat for doing this, even though it had crazy odds and the buttons switched places on functions about once every 10 seconds. Although Hackers Canyon was rid of hackers, it kept the name because that was originally was, and that's what it started it all, similar to the element neon. They next headed to Neon Plateau, as that might have been as ominous as the canyon. When they turned around to leave, they were blocked by an invisible wall, so they went back to the control room and turned it off. This time, however, there was a sprinkler, and instead of water, it sprayed liquid acetylene. They turned that off, too, and they were finally able to leave in peace. Chapter 9. Shortly after their departure from the canyon, they soon realized that the psychedelic Neon Plateau could be seen from 5 miles away. They captured every detail, how it changed from pink, ultrasonic, to in 0.5 seconds, red, disco power, and purple, echolings. Red and purple changed to each other in 0.5 seconds, 15 times in total. Then disco power came back for longer, and then Echolinge and disco power repeated again, but only 8 times. Then it changed to a darker purple, viable Echolinge for a bit, and then changed back to ultrasonic before the process repeated. They soon realized that it was interesting as the canyon, but more auspicious. They headed there and met a robot who changed colors along with the plateau. He was named Supersonic, and he was also the one in charge of keeping the neon colors going. He led the robots in the control room as they realized that it was easier than it looked. As long as the program was running, it was in a continuous loop, therefore repeating forever. Supersonic said, "We basically copied the theme, name, and color of the level in a video game. The same is true in real life. The level is called Neon, and that's why we called the valley what it did. The game itself is Rolling Sky, created by Rising Wind Tech and published by Cheetah Mobile." "Oh dear, everyone we've met so far is smarter than us," said Quantum. "Well, that is somewhat normal in these parts," said Supersonic. "We eat computer chips for lunch every day. It's almost why our voices are so mechanical." "I see," said Septo. "But is there anybody who knows anything about the microchip other than who it is? I have a friend that can help with this. Voyager! Come down. I have guests that want to talk to you. A robot came flying down the stairs, literally, and arrived next to Supersonic. Well, said Quantum, how is this bucket of bolts gonna tell us anything about the microchip? Well, he is actually close friends with the creators, and they told him a lot about it. And unlike others, he is free to tell anyone. Most of the time, he just keeps to himself and doesn't tell many people about the microchip, although he told me, because I am his best friend. Go on, Voyager. You tell them about where the vault is. Okay. It is at the place called Terraflop Sky Island, and Voyager, said Voyager with a smile on his face. That was Chapter 9 and Chapter 8. I hope you enjoyed them. There's more coming soon.